golf, whiskey, meat, business. This is the Birdies and Barrels podcast. Welcome to the Birdies and Barrels podcast, where golf meets whiskey, business meets lifestyle, and the best conversations happen somewhere in between. Broadcasting from Birdies and Barrels Golf Lounge, a space built for pure swings, strong pours, and real connection. This is where passion, craftsmanship, and ambition collide. From the course, to the glass, to the grind of building something bigger. This is more than a podcast, it's a mindset. Hosted by Bryan Buesking and Mike Grillo, two guys bringing together their love for the game, a respect for great whiskey, and a drive to build something that lasts. Each episode dives into the stories, the struggles, and the wins behind the people who live it every day. Birdies and Barrels. Swing, sip, stay.
All right, here we are, episode 2. Welcome back. Mike Grillo here with Bryan Buesking, co-host here. We're ready to talk some golf today. We're going to talk about Mother's Day and some mom stuff a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to the moms, right?
And a little bit of business stuff. You got some entertaining trademarking stories we'll talk about here.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, man. So let's cut down to business. So golf.
Yeah, let's talk up. I mean, you just got back Wednesday?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Yep.
You went to Mississippi, right?
We did. Yeah.
What part?
Just outside of Jackson,
Okay.
in an area called Ridgeland. Significance none for me.
Okay.
The guys that have been putting this on have been going. The guy that started, I think it was 48 years ago.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he just passed away last year. But I got to meet him on the first time I went last year, which was super cool because I think he was in his 90s.
Wow, that is awesome.
And he was still out there golfing.
That's incredible.
So he started it with a bunch of his friends, which is cool, which kind of makes me want to start one now,
Mhm.
you know. But he started with a bunch of his friends, and then they started inviting more and more people. And now it was 54
Holy
this past
Jiminy Christmas.
year, and ages going from 35-ish all the way up to in the 80s.
Wow.
So it's fun, man. They have it flighted out for A flight, B flight, C flight, and D flight golfers, and they try to make the pairings fair. And
So do you know all 54 people?
oh hell no, not yet.
No.
Yeah, well, this is only my second year.
Got it. Okay.
And so the people that I've played with, I did a pretty good job remembering them, and I got to play with some new people this year, which was great, and got to meet some new people. And I would say I'm over halfway there of knowing all the people down there.
I would only know about 3 names, even if I knew them all.
Yeah, so it was a great time.
Now, how'd you learn about this?
So my buddy Brian, his father-in-law used to go on this trip, and his father-in-law passed away 2 years ago.
Oh.
And so he asked me to take his father-in-law's spot on the trip, which is super awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I went last year for the first time, had no clue what to expect, just that we were going to play a lot of golf. And man, it was just the best time. We had an awesome time. And so this year he's like, "Are you coming back?" I was like, "That's the stupid question. There is to go be a degenerate in golf for 6 days straight." So yeah, we left on a Thursday. Me and him drove down. We stopped in Tunica to play a course called Tunica National.
Yep.
Which was really nice.
Beautiful
We
course.
played there in like 25-mile-an-hour winds the entire time. It was it was brutal.
I was gonna say that's not.
Yeah, it was brutal. But we had a good time. Played there. So we played one round on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are all 36 holes. And then 18 Tuesday morning, and then drive back Tuesday. So it's 10 rounds in 6 days.
Do your shoulders hurt?
No. Not surprisingly, I held up pretty good, man. Last year I was like, I don't want to see a golf club for like a week or more, maybe.
My elbow hurts just thinking about it.
It was not too terribly bad. By the end, you're just kind of physically worn out, but my body didn't really hurt too bad, which was good.
Well, you also work out way more than I do. As my wife will tell you, I have a dad bod, so, but I went on a golf trip. Shout out to Kenny Gales if he's listening or watching, but I went on with him last year that he invited me on that a bunch of his buddies have been doing forever. And we went to Arizona, Scottsdale, and we played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. but it was 18, 18, 36, 18. And by the second round on the 36 whole day, dude, my shoulders hurt, my elbows hurt, my legs hurt. It was awful. I ended up changing my flight and flying home early because I was in like so much pain. I was like, there's no way I can play another round. This. And I used to play high school and a little bit of college golf where I would play
multiple rounds
every day
in a row. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, man, you lose it pretty quick, right?
You do. That's
I mean, sure. And what's shocking is I was only playing once, maybe twice a week at most leading up to that. So it's not like I had a ton of volume in to get used to it. But it was a great time, man. They have it organized, fantastic. I can't remember the order of how it went, but one of the days is a 2-man scramble. One of the days is a shamble, so best ball off the tee, and then play your own score from there. But your whole team is counted as their score. So you're rooting for your other teammates to score well also.
Yeah.
And then
that's cool.
One day is a 4-man scramble and one's a skins day. So I played some pretty good golf down there. The guy I played with on the 2-man scramble day, we tied for first. So that was good. We shot a 1 over. So on their format, I'm an A flight golfer. So they try to pair an A flight with a C or a D flight golfer.
Yeah, makes sense.
And, but we played good. He carried me for like the first 5 holes, man. I like mentally was.
Was this first day or second day?
I can't remember the order for sure. I think it was our first competitive day. So Friday is like it's an organized day, but it's more fun. It doesn't count in the whole grand scheme of things.
Well, that's good.
So I think it was Saturday's first round, but I topped one off the first tee box.
Oh yeah.
And then I got like in my head about everything, and nothing was pure. Like I was, and my part. I mean, he carried me off the tee box for sure. I was better after that, but by about hole 5, I think it was like hole 3. I go, this is in the morning round. I was like, I just need to have a beer, I think. So, you crack the beer, your guard comes down a little bit and, loosen up, and swung nice and easy and fluid after that and played really well. So we had a good comeback. We had 11 birdie putts inside 20 feet.
Oh, wow.
And we only made 1.
Oh,
it was rough.
Yeah, that is.
We couldn't read a green.
Your irons must have been on point though.
We like I said, I struck the ball pretty well after that. So, but that was fun. We had a good round there. My shamble team finished first, so lowest combined total score.
Are you guys gambling on these days or not?
So there's money involved. There's a buy-in ahead of time, so you can win money at the end. And we played again really well. I was actually driving the ball very well that day. I stuck one on a par 4, like 12 feet from the pin.
Oh,
and
did you birdie that?
We all birdied it. Thank God, we all birdied. There were no 3 putts. But I lipped my putt for an eagle. My other partner, who was our B golfer, he made his. Who I think he was 70. He's 74 because next year he goes to the front tee boxes.
Oh, wow.
But man, a hell of a golfer. He beat me that day. He shot a 76. I shot a 77.
I would tell you, my father-in-law is 70. If he's listening, I don't remember. 73, 74, somewhere in there. Now he golfs every single day of his life. Like if there's sun outside and it's above 45 degrees, he's on the golf course, right?
I love that.
But you see the guy, and I'm going to put my foot in my mouth here, but you wouldn't think he's a great golfer just by his like stature and the way he looks. I don't mean that disrespectfully, Don. But he's an incredible golfer. Incredible golfer. Like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 handicap, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And what I've learned by watching him golf is it's not the long game. Like it's not how far you drive the ball. It's straight and consistency.
Keeping the ball in play and then being really good around the greens.
Well, he's very good on the green. He's not so great on chipping and sand, but he's working on that.
Yeah. But man, it was a great time we had. I thought we did really good on our 4-man scramble team, but we lipped a few putts and we finished 8 under, and the winning team was 10 under, and we had 2 putts where, like, man, one of our guys on our team stuck one on a really, really difficult par 3. Water on the left. The green is like kidney shaped with water right here. The pin's tucked like behind a bunker right here. And he hit like a little, like he drew a little like wood into the green, and it just hits the front of the green and runs all the way back there, like 4 feet. All of us missed the putt.
Oh, shit.
Dude, mine did a literal like whoop 180 around the hole, and I was like, how does that not go in? You know, but that's the name of the game sometimes.
How many did you guys play the same course every day or different courses?
Good question. Yeah, so there was 3 different courses that we played down there. They're all owned by the same guy.
Okay.
And somehow these guys got set up with this guy. And so he's the one that has really helped make this successful, because he basically I mean, they don't shut down the entire course, but like they don't take any other tee times that morning.
Well, sure. There's 54 golfers.
And some of the mornings we're on a shotgun start. Some of the mornings it's like regular tee times. But then he blocks the afternoon so that a bunch of us can go back out in the afternoon and play. So like a lot of the older guys won't play 36.
Sure.
But like a lot of there's probably half of us that go play 36.
I'd be the guy in the clubhouse with the old folks.
Right, it's fine. So anyway, he does a great job helping them out, and the rates he keeps the rates super fair, which is awesome. But man, it's a great time. So 3 nice courses down there. One of them is a super short course. There's 10 par 3s.
Oh wow.
On it. And then most of the par 4s are close to drivable par 4s. And then just 2 par 5s. Number 1 and number 18.
Is that so the guy who owns these courses, somebody knows him? Is that the reason you guys picked that area? Or like who picks it? Like I have a guy who's an organizer of some kind.
Yeah, Brian was telling me the story. I forget. I think they were down more south somewhere when they started. And then eventually they moved it a little more north to accommodate more, because they had a bunch of guys who were in like Illinois area.
Got it. Okay.
So they moved it more north, I think, to accommodate some of those fellas. And then I think they just landed in this area, and they made this relationship, and now it's stuck.
So you guys go back there every year?
Same spot every year, same courses every year.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like a big room block at a hotel, so like everyone stays at the same hotel together.
Got it.
So yeah, it was an absolute great time.
I said the only place I played Tunica National, by the way, but Biloxi, is that how you pronounce it? Biloxi, where like the casino and the ocean is in Mississippi.
Yeah,
in Mississippi. Yeah.
I think so.
There's some beautiful courses down there too.
I would imagine.
Gorgeous.
I would imagine. The weather there is a lot more, I would say for the most part, consistent. So
it's humid in the summer there.
Oh yeah.
You think we have humidity?
Woo. Yeah. It cooks down there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to ask you about what the hell is I going to ask you about? Something about your golf trip.
How many clubs did I throw?
No. Oh, your gear. You had some bright polos.
My shirts?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you did. So
I don't know if you guys follow Mike Grillo on Instagram or Facebook, but man, he was like taking selfies with his partners, and I was like, look at these polos. They're like screaming at me.
I'm a loud dresser on the golf course.
Yeah, fair.
It's okay. I like my loud clothes on the course.
Yeah.
Pink shorts, pink shirts, crazy shorts, normal shirt, whatever. I get them from all over the place.
I was saying, do you have a go-to brand or no?
I like Bogey Bros.
Oh yeah.
They have nice quality polos that are like reasonably priced. There's a bunch of other like polo companies that make awesome golf polos, but they're like $100. And it's not like that's insanely expensive.
Bad Birdies is another one that makes some really cool, loud polos.
They do. They can get a little pricey.
Yeah, they're $80-$90 probably a polo, if I had to guess.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have some good ones. A lot of other stuff, I've just kind of bought over time. And
yeah. I'll tell you, when I was in college, well, I should say post-college, right after college, me and 4 guys started this thing called a Destination Cup. And we had like a little trophy made. It was like $10, right? It was a cheap little trophy. But the 4 of us would go and do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come home Sunday trip.
Yep.
And we would play 18, 18, 18. And it was always a 2-man scramble, but you had your same partner
the
all
whole
3
time.
days. Yep. And we would pick a new destination every year. We did it for like 5-6 years. And it was a blast.
Sounds super fun.
It was so fun because you always knew, okay, this is we went same weekend every year and just pick new destinations. One year we did Nashville. One year we did Chicago. One year we did Wisconsin. Like just all drivable. We never flew anywhere because we were broke right out of college,
right.
Making like $10 an hour, which is like
below
minimum wage. Yeah,
minimum
exactly.
Wage,
yeah. But it was a ton of fun. So I'm glad that's 54 people is a lot though.
It is. And I mean, the guy who runs it now, he's open to it growing each year. You know, he's like, if you guys have someone who you think would fit in well, let them know about it. And,
That's cool.
You know, if they want to go, bring them down.
How far of a drive from St. Louis?
About 7 hours.
Okay.
Ish. Maybe a little less than that. We had to drive through some absolute horrendous weather on Tuesday.
Oh, was that
It was wild. We drove right through like the heart of Memphis in probably the worst thunderstorm I've ever driven through in my life. We were going like 10 miles an hour on the highway. Everyone was. No one could see anything. There's lightning.
That was the day we had tornado
everywhere.
warnings here.
It was.
Yeah.
And then the sirens are going off when we're in downtown. Our phones are going bonkers. Like every phone in the truck's like, meh, meh, tornado warning. You know, I'm like, this is how it ends, Brian. It was a good trip, buddy. Like, we ended on top. I don't know if this is where we're going to end up, but yeah, it was wild. And then so we get out of that, and we drive like another 2 hours, boom, into another thunderstorm. And then
Last Tuesday, that line. So people watching this, or maybe you even know, I used to chase tornadoes.
I did not know that. No.
Yeah. So before I met my wife,
adrenaline junkie.
My wife wouldn't let me do it anymore. But Tuesday, we're having tornado warnings, and I'm on my deck with a drone, like trying to figure out, looking at my radars and trying to figure out where directions come from, trying to get some good shots.
Go fly it into the tornado.
And my wife's like, "You're going to lose your drone." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not, it's fine." But I used to chase tornadoes, like legitimately chase them. And a buddy of mine, his name was Jeff Smith, we would rent a car from Enterprise. We would take out every insurance policy that Enterprise would allow us to purchase from them. And we would go for like 7 to 10 days. And one time we got back, we put over 5,000 miles on this Ford Explorer. There wasn't a dent on it, no hail damage, nothing. But the lady like came out, she was like, "Where the heck did you drive to?" I was like, "Oh, we just did a road trip." You know, like, I'm not going to tell you I chased tornadoes. But then one time we were in Dodge City, Kansas. It's this like, think like Western, like old Western movie.
I've heard of it before. I've never been.
It literally is like you feel like you're in like a Western movie. Like the downtown is like saloons and it's crazy. And our rental car got a flat tire while a tornado is probably 2 miles from us coming down. And I have this picture, and I'll have to post it at some point, but there's this like cloud, this funnel cloud that looks like a spaceship behind us. And I snap a picture as we're changing this tire on the side of the road because we hit we went on a railroad track too fast and must have hit a railroad like nail or whatever those things are called. That was the only time I've ever been freaked out, because I was like,
if this thing turns for us,
if this thing truly touches down and it comes at us, we're in trouble. Because it's not like you have like NASCAR jacks and you know what I mean? Like You're doing the whole cranking thing.
It's going to take you 30 minutes to change the tire.
Yes. It was a little freaky, but yeah, I like storms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're drinking a little bit of this buzzard juice we got up here.
Yeah.
Which is really good. It's a little like on the sweeter spectrum.
Yeah. I got this from the owner actually. When I was down in Louisville last, we did a Buzzard Juice little tour, and super nice guy. And I bought a few bottles from him, but yeah, I like this. This is their barrel strength.
Yeah, it's good. I'm bummed. So we're sending a group down to do a pick down there Wednesday of next week.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's our whiskey and wedges night for here at Birdies and Barrels. So I was like, I don't think it'd probably be a great idea.
Yeah.
To drive 4 hours down there, do a pick, and then drive 4 hours back in time to try to make it for this.
Probably a smart move.
So I had a few buddies who are in our whiskey club who I called, and I was like, hey, short notice. It was like 3 weeks ago. And they're like, yeah, we'll go. So I got 2 guys going down to represent on behalf of Grillo's, which I trust their palates. They drink a good amount of whiskey, and
that's always good.
They care. It's not like they just drink it and whatever they drink. They do drink it, but they care about the bottles as well. So that's good. So I feel confident what we're going to get from them. But we did one Buzzard Juice pick with Lit Cigar Lounge.
Yeah.
I think it was early last year. And it came out fantastic. So I'm excited. I have no idea what they're going to offer us down there, what kind of barrels they're going to offer us. So I'm kind of excited to see what differences they're going to have. In my brain, I'm hoping that they're going to offer us the cigar rye that they did that you can't get anymore.
You can't get it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
TTB shut that one
I was lucky enough when I was there to get one of 3 bottles left that he was willing to give to me. I think Kenny might have got the other one, and I don't remember who got the third one. I mean, we took them all.
It's one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. In when you consider the price point it was at, it's probably the best whiskey I've ever had at that price point.
Yeah, it was very good.
It's insane. Unfortunately, you can't legitimately have too much nicotine in your whiskey, because then it gets flagged. That was part of the problem there.
Yes.
And the word tobacco on the label, which evidently you can't do either. You know,
I'm glad I'm not in the whiskey business.
Me too, man.
I mean, good Lord.
Be right.
All the rules and regulations.
Don't like it.
Yeah, no, not at all.
But yeah, so we got that pick coming up from Buzzards coming soon. And then I have to have you try this Barrel King. You're as soon as you get done with that guy, you got to try this guy. So
talk a little bit about it, because I've seen the label. It's pretty dope.
The label's sweet. We did like a little tribute to Ron Burgundy on there. So I forget exactly word for word what it says, but it's like this bottle is very important. It smells of leather-bound books and rich mahogany. From the quote from Anchorman, he's trying to get Veronica's attention and whatever.
Veronica.
But it has like a leathery, tobacco-y, like old bourbon type vibe to it, with a little like berry sweetness up front. So it's man, I think it's balanced so good, and it drinks like an old bourbon.
We talked about on the last episode kind of how your process of picking that one, right? That was the one we talked about 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's called I think it's Rickhouse Berries and Tobacco, is I think what we titled that one.
Now, can you put tobacco on it?
Oh, no, not Rickhouse. No. Does it say tobacco? Now I'm like,
now you're second guessing yourself.
Did we? I don't know.
I'm sure Barrel King knows the rules and regulations. They wouldn't let you do that.
But they're also tater stickers too. So
that's true.
There's not really any regulations on the tater sticker, because it goes over the other stickers. So like you just take it off. So now I'm trying to remember. Like, did it say? I think it did. Whatever. We get it really soon though. I don't think you've tried it yet, but I got a little bit left in our sample bottle. That was so Bunch will bring us up a sample bottle, and he's like, hey, here's this. You need to try it. Get your buddies to try it. Make sure that it is the vibe that you guys remember it being, and it is what it is. Because inevitably, like, you blend a small batch of something in a Glencairn glass, when they batch it out to 150 bottles, it's gonna change a little bit.
Yep, for sure.
So we always, double check that, and if we need to tweak it a little bit, we tweak it a little bit. So
now, how long have you been working with Barrel King?
Since the day they opened.
Really?
Yeah. So Jared, the owner down there, he started doing Good Time Spec, which I think we talked about.
We did
the first episode. But yeah, we've been so the day he opened, one of our customers from the shop was like, hey, I don't know if you heard Jared's opening up a distillery. And I was like, dude, that's super cool. He was like, would you want to do a pick? And I was like, yeah. And this is before Barrel King's Barrel King. And I'm like, yeah, I think that'd be super cool. His palate's great. His stuff was awesome. So we went down, and it was just, it was nothing. There's like holes in the concrete floor still. There's just a
didn't he start out of his garage or like originally maybe?
I don't know if he.
So the only reason I bring this up is when Kenny and I had our the Barrel Room podcast, one of our very first episodes, I talked about Jared and Rachel, right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Their story about how like they lost a child, right?
Right.
And that was kind of
that happened after they started Barrel King, but they knew the end was inevitable. Like what she had, they knew that there wasn't. Of course, there's always some kind of miracle chance, right?
But if you go to their website, there's like a story about
the whole thing,
and I read all about it. And I was like, wow, what a cool story.
And it might have been, maybe he's referring to like some of the Good Time stuff he did beforehand. Maybe I'm not 100% sure to be honest with you, but. Yeah, we went down there, and he had just a bunch of barrels in an empty warehouse where they're at now.
Okay.
But there was nothing done. It was completely empty. So we sat at a fold-out table and fold-out chairs in a cold warehouse and picked our barrels. And we picked 2 barrels.
It sounds like old Louisville.
Maybe. I haven't been down there yet. So I'm bummed too, because the guys that I'm sending down get to go to old Louisville too. And they're not doing a pick, but they get to do a private tour and taste some stuff.
Last time I was down there, they were in the process of moving from their little bitty baby warehouse, I will call it, to a massive warehouse which is the old Seagram's building.
That's what I was going to say. I think my rep just told me it was the old Seagram's.
It's the old Seagram's building. Yeah. And we did a podcast in there with Amin, and it was freezing. I had bought a quarter zip from Amin that was like heavy duty like sweatshirt material.
Mhm.
And like right before we get on to do the episode, I'm like, I got to put this on. I'm nipping out. I'm freezing. And he's like, he's wearing a jacket. He's like, yeah, there was no heat in here. I'm like, I know. And it was like January. So it was cold.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, they have a ton of space now. It's really cool.
Good. They put out good products. So it'll be exciting to see them expand.
Very
a little
good product. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, so we get our next barrel
thing a little
king,
try.
Give it a little shake because there's a little char sediment in there. If anyone's had Barrel King,
That's what gives it the
little extra pop of flavor, man.
authenticity.
Yeah. But yeah, we get this one soon. It's already a bunch of people are messaging me like, hey, when am I going to get this bottle? Are you going to hold it for me? X, Y, and Z. And so this one should go pretty fast. It's a little smaller batch than our last blend we did was 190 bottles. I think this one was just right.
My wife's watching right now. She's making fun of me, by the way.
Smelling leather.
She's like, oh, what's the notes on the nose? It hits the back of the tongue this way versus that way. Like, just quiet.
Once you do it long enough, though,
yes,
I mean it's true.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, there's some great notes on the palate there. Like I said, like
I get the berry,
like a leather, a tobacco. There's a berry note. It just, man, it melts together really well.
It does, actually.
That's what we were trying to go for, is like an old bourbon. So I brought another bottle over that is a similar proof point, just so we could try it back to back. It's a single barrel from KO, who's out of Virginia, and they're all MGP stuff. So there's some MGP in that, not all MGP. There's some MGP in that. That's a single barrel of MGP juice aged in Virginia. It's a similar proof point. So ours was 130, I think 130.1. And that one's, I think, 132 or something like that. So similar proof points. So it's like, man, we try these back to back and see if it holds a candle to it or not. Because I haven't had those back to back.
You got to try yours first.
I do have to try mine first. Again.
Yeah, it's more sweet than I was expecting by to me. I have a lot more stone fruit flavoring, and I hate the word stone fruit thing. I used to make fun of it all the time. It has a lot more like berry flavoring than I was expecting when you were talking about tobacco and
not that we didn't get stone fruit, but I think everyone was kind of in agreement. It was more of like a dark jam type deal. But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's why they call it stone fruit, right? It's like every fruit known to man doesn't matter. They just lump it in one category now.
It's true.
It's very good, though.
Man, it's got a great nose. And so we've never done a straight bourbon blend down there. So we're like, we just want to build just a banger of a bottle. It's just bourbon. It's not finished. Doesn't have all this extra stuff going on with it. Just 4 barrels of bourbon blended together in a certain way to produce a certain flavor.
Now, you said some of this is MGP. Do you know what the others are?
Green River.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I love Green River stuff.
It's good. I do too.
I really do. And I'm interested to see kind of what transpires with Green River after, they obviously fired Aaron Harris, their master distiller.
Right.
Jacob Call, who was master distiller before theirs, now over at Western Kentucky. Awesome dude, by the way. I don't know if you ever had a chance to meet him.
I did not.
He's like the nicest guy, the most humble guy in the entire world. I don't even know how to describe it. Awesome dude. And somebody told me recently that Green River's not planning to replace Aaron Harris. Like that their plan is to kind of just fall under Bardstown is what I kind of heard. And that Green River is going to be like the contract distilling piece, and Bardstown's going to be like
interesting
their own manufacturing piece.
Huh.
Which I know for a fact Green River was 75% of their business was contract distilling. I mean, it was a big percentage. I could be wrong on the numbers.
That's a lot.
They had 300. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Jared's buying, Barrel King's buying some of it, so I mean, there's just obviously other people out there buying.
Well, Fallen Brothers, that's where Kenny gets a lot of his stuff is there.
He has a couple picks out right now. That have some Green River.
But yeah, they have 300,000 plus barrels in their warehouses. I mean, that's a lot of barrels.
Yeah.
And it's the 10th oldest distillery, but it was all under the name O.Z. Tyler originally.
I thought they just started distilling again
they did
10 years ago, though.
2015.
Okay.
But they kept their DSP alive
the whole time
from the very beginning, and they're number 10.
Is it 10 or 5?
10.
Is it? Okay.
ESPT. And the only reason I know this is like, I don't know. I was a Green River snob for a while.
Yeah, that's fine. But they do. They put out good product.
Great.
And that is super cool though. To like the 10th oldest distillery in Kentucky. It's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Zach Macy. I know you're probably not listening, but maybe you will be. He used to work for Green River. Now he's over at Western Kentucky, and him and Kenny and I became pretty close, and that's how I learned all this.
Oh. So we'll give this one a try back to back. This one was a single barrel pick from Gray Eagle Distributors.
Oh, okay.
That's who's actually doing or organizing our Buzzard Juice pick.
Got it.
So this was their single barrel pick, and they distributed that across all their accounts.
I've heard of KO. I've never really dove into them much, but you said they're out of Virginia.
Virginia.
What part? Yeah,
Yep.
man, what part?
Oh, let's see here.
I gotta imagine it's
Manassas. Never heard of it.
Me neither.
Don't know.
I gotta imagine it's north though.
Yeah, so
Northern Virginia.
it says 6 years on the front, but I know when they released it, it was a 7-year. So combined age on our stuff is going to be a little bit older with Barrel King, but 7-year single barrel is still pretty good from GP, and its majority of its life was in Virginia, so it's going to have a different
For sure.
appeal than at MGP its whole life.
I get a little bit of a fruit note off the nose.
It's a little sweet. It's a little more proofy than the Barrel King was. I mean, it's only 2 proof points higher, but
it smells proofier though.
you get like a little of those ethanols come through.
For sure. For sure. So talk about while we're doing this, talk about whiskey and wedges next Wednesday.
Yeah. So whiskey and wedges, we do the first Wednesday of every month. So that is next Wednesday. What the hell is that date? 6th?
Maybe 6, yes.
That sound right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to unfortunately have to go in for a scope on Tuesday, May 5th. So
not fun.
No, not fun at all.
But yeah, May 6th, we run it up here from starting at 6 p.m. goes until ? Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's later. It just depends what group we got and who's wanting to partake in the sampling and whatnot. We have Russ from Blacksmith Spirits coming out to do a sampling that night.
Nice.
So he'll have a bunch of his products out. Man, he's getting just better and better at his craft. The more and more he's been doing it.
He's very knowledgeable too.
Yes.
Like extremely knowledgeable.
Yep. So I'm excited to get we carried him from day one next door when we opened. So I love supporting other local businesses as well. So it's cool to support him from day one and see him grow as well this whole time. And the same thing with Barrel King. We supported them from day one, and now it's holy crap, guys.
Yeah.
you got a whole mess of members. But yeah, so we have Russ up here doing his sampling. We'll play some golf on the simulators. We usually do some sort of closest to the pin contest for a bottle or for cash or something. Who knows what? Depends. And then we'll play some other games. I think last month we ended up having we had eight guys that wanted to play in 2 4-man scramble teams, and then we had 3 other guys who were just hanging out watching and razzing people. So
which sometimes
that was the second. Fun. That was kind of the second half of the night. So I think around 9 o'clock or so we started at 8:30 or 9. So it's a lot of fun though, man. It's open to the public. So if you guys give this a listen, the first Wednesday of every month, come out, hang out with us. You can bring your own beer. You can bring your own whiskey if you want to do a little bottle share action. But there's always going to be stuff here to drink. We will always have you taken care of. That's for sure. And it's a good time. Golf, BS. Even if you don't golf, we have a few people who come out who don't golf. Just come hang out and enjoy other people's company and talking whiskey or whatever. Life.
Yeah, it's just a fun place to be at and hang out. I was just telling you, I got a text last night at 7:30. I was laying in bed trying to get my daughter to go to sleep. And I get a text with a picture of my locker here. And says, "What's your code?" So I gave him my code. Next thing I know, he's got a bottle of my locker in his hand. I haven't talked to the guy in 4 or 5 years. And it was awesome to kind of see him up here and, being able to reconnect with him because we literally haven't chatted in 4 or 5 years. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
That's funny. So we had a private rental here last night. They rented it for 3 hours.
Because I saw some posts on Facebook of graduation parties? Like you can rent this privately? Yeah.
Yeah. So we limit it only to 2 parties a month.
Okay.
And that's just so like our members still have their fair share of time. Like I don't want to take up too much of their time.
Yeah.
So we limit it to 2 parties a month. But this one, it's $200 an hour. It's a 3-hour minimum. You can bring your own beer, or we can supply alcohol, however you want to do it. Same with food. It's pretty easy so far. We've gotten great feedback from everyone.
That's awesome.
The guy who ran it last night, Tony, he works in the mortgage industry. And long story short, probably close to 20 years ago now, I worked with him in the fitness industry.
Oh wow.
And we've kept in touch throughout, and he did 2 of my mortgages. And he's just a really good dude. He has a company called Guild Mortgage, and they did like a mortgage type get together of people in that industry and whatnot. So that's who was all out here last night. But he texted me today and was like, dude, place was awesome. Everyone had nothing but positive things to say. And, every time I always reach back out, I'm like, hey, can you give us any constructive feedback, how to make events better, how to like anything else that we could offer that we didn't offer? And he was just like, no, everyone had nothing but positive things to say. And it was a great time and we enjoyed it. And so they ran a long drive contest and the closest to the pin contest the entire night.
Nice.
Let people, like, they would start it, go for a while, and then restart it again. So
that's cool.
I seen him post today that the winner of the long drive had a 314-yard drive.
That's a poke,
which is good, especially on the Sims. I feel like driving on the
agree.
Sims is a little bit shorter, maybe like 5 or 10 yards shorter.
Now, how do your Sims do putting?
So what's nice so we have the TrackMan units that go overhead.
Yep.
So they look down, the radar looks down, and it has a camera that looks down. So it films like, I don't know, about 1 foot to 18 inches of your club path. So it's using both those data points to determine where your ball's going. So with putting, it works way better because the other TrackMans are on the floor.
Correct.
And they're down behind you. So all it's reading is your putter speed.
Yeah.
And it can't read line quite as good. But these work really well, man. I putt on them pretty frequently, and it's very accurate.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you can adjust the stimp rating on your, like, before you play around. So you can putt at 14 all the way down to 8, I think is the range. So
Nice.
8 would probably be like the average course out here, 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And you start getting into some of the country clubs, they're going to be like 10, 11. Very rarely out in this area. I mean, maybe like Belle Reve or St. Louis Country Club where you see like 12s or 13s. But yeah, it's super accurate for that. So.
When I was a member at Whitmore, they had 2 simulators, and they were the old TrackMans where like the camera was, I think it was like, so if I'm facing this way, it was across from me, I think.
Yeah.
I believe, if my memory serves. And it's been
there's still a lot of units that use that use it straight across from
and the putting was terrible. I mean, it was awful. Like I would play there, I would just put automatic putt. Like I'm not even messing with it because it was like this is dumb.
Yep.
But I will say that TrackMan, I believe it was TrackMan that they had. The irons were great. The driving was fine. It was the putting was just like, okay, this is pointless.
Yeah. But they've definitely improved their.
Well, and again, that was probably 4 years ago.
Yeah, technology a hell of a lot in that time frame.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, whiskey and wedges night. It's good, man. It's a fun time.
Well, and while we're on the topic, why don't you talk a little bit about tomorrow?
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Just busy. I get back in town, and it's just like
I
go.
I told my wife, I was like, I stopped by Grillo's yesterday because I was like, I wanted to chat with him about the podcast, and I was like, I walked in, I was like, you want me to just come back there? And you're like, yeah, just come back here. I could tell you were like flustered and busy and just trying to get stuff done.
Yeah, it's it's a lot going out of town as a business owner and then coming back and trying to play catch up. So
for sure.
And then give your people time off that we're covering you.
So,
yeah. You can't make them work all the time too. So so tomorrow from 4 to, again, whenever, I don't know, 4 to 8 though. Every hour on the hour, we're going to have closest to the pin contest. So from 4 to 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And we're going to do a cash payout for each person that gets closest to the pin in that time frame.
Nice.
We'll have booze up here. You can bring your own booze if you want. We'll have some whiskey to have too. It's, again, open to the public. Just no cost. Just come hang out. If you haven't been here yet, come out, check out the place, play some golf, see what the Sims are about. If you have been here, come back out, hang out.
I'll be here.
Yeah. Drink with us, have a good time, celebrate. I mean, that's really all it's about, man. Just trying to have some people out, have a good time, enjoy it.
Oh, and
have
celebrating
some-
1 year, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
which is awesome.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of businesses who don't even make that,
It's true.
which we'll
True.
talk about here in a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My wife and I are coming. We're bringing our neighbors across the street.
Oh, awesome.
Come
Love
up here with us. We're going to come up here, hang out for a little while, and then I think we're going down to Telly's for dinner a little bit later.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
right
evening.
down the street.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
So
I wish Joey B's was open by now, so you could just pop across the street. But they keep pushing it back, man. It was early spring, and then it's late spring, and now it just says summer.
Correct. I saw, I guess it was a Facebook post or something where it was like, "Can't wait to have you opening now, early summer," or something along those lines. I was like, man, I thought we just talked like 2 weeks ago about the spring.
Yeah.
But that's my guess is it has something to do with the build out and construction and city regulations is the only thing I think.
I don't know about city regulations. Lake St. Louis is awesome to do business in.
Oh, that's good.
They really are. They're like the city hall is just super helpful in everything.
That's good.
Which is great because I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I opened Grillo's. So I would call them on the phone and be like, I don't know what I'm gonna get screwed on by the time I do this build out that I'm gonna be like, oh crap, I didn't know that. So tell me the things I don't know. So they were great. They were super helpful with it. So I think there was, man, I went over there and looked at the spot for potential other stuff a long time ago. Like this is probably almost 2 years, maybe over 2 years ago now, when Mattingly's first went out of business. Because they opened a month before we opened.
They did?
Next door at Grillo's. Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it was wild. So I know this because I went over there and I had a meeting with my tax guy over there on their second opening night, which was a terrible decision retrospect because it was loud as hell over there.
Yeah, and we've been there.
We couldn't hear anything. We were like screaming at each other.
I liked Mattingly's, but full disclosure, but I think we talked about this 2 weeks ago. I'm good friends with the owners of Post, and I was like, "You guys need to come to Lake St. Louis. Like, you need to come to Lake St.
They're doing just fine.
They're doing great.
Yeah, they're doing just fine over there. But that had nothing to do with with Mattingly's going on there. But everything was still there, man. Like the grease traps the fryers are in the back with grease in them still. Everything was there. TVs, chairs, draft lines, kegs. Like, dude, it was literally like they were just like, peace, I'm out. Like there's whiskey on the bar. There's beer in the beer coolers behind the bar. It was nuts, man.
That's crazy.
And so we looked at it and I was like, dude, this is going to take a lot.
Well, that's a big space.
It's enormous.
Huge. They had the whole party room in the back.
Yeah.
They had the bar, the restaurant side. There was two different.
I want to say the party room was 5,000. Like that front lobby area in the party room was like 5,000 or somewhere right around there. And in the other part, like the other half, the restaurant part, with everything included and a bunch of wasted space in the back for offices, it was, I think, 11,000 or 10,000. So it was like 15 or 16,000 total square feet. So it's a huge spot. But it looks, I seen one small video they did. It looks like they got it set up really nice in there. Like they did some more, because the biggest thing is there was a huge open space for a restaurant. Like it was like 8,000 square feet of just openness.
Yeah,
you can't do that in a restaurant. It's too loud.
Way
you can't
too
hear
loud.
anything. There was not enough noise break in there. So,
well, and even like, I mean, if you're going to a sports bar, you expect to be a little loud. But even if you go to like a Buffalo Wild Wings, which was like, in my opinion, like the original sports bar of my time anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it never felt overly loud because they were always more like narrow than wide, and they did a pretty good job of sectioning off like, this is the restaurant, this is the bar. And the bar side was a little bit louder, obviously, but if you were sitting in the restaurant area, at least the one where I grew up in Edwardsville, you could have dinner and have a conversation. And it was fine.
I don't think those were too bad.
No. Those that went downhill big time.
Yeah. I don't know how they're hanging on as a friend.
I don't either, dude. I drive by like the one. I don't even know if the one in Winslow is still open, but I've driven by it several times. I'm like, there's one car here, like two cars here on Friday night.
Right.
Like, and then you go drive by Cyberg's and it's like 30-minute wait.
Packed.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Let's talk a little bit about Mother's Day.
Right around the corner, brother.
Next Sunday, right?
Yep.
Shout out to my wife, Allie.
Happy Mother's Day, Lindsay.
Without giving it away, did you get a Mother's Day gift?
Not yet, man.
Oh shit! Sorry, bro.
I literally just talked to Lindsay about it the other day, though, so it's fine.
Well,
I was like, babe, what do you want for Mother's Day?
well,
And she
full
gives me
disclosure,
zero.
I ordered my wife something, and I still have yet to get the shipping confirmation. So it'll probably be one of those IOUs that I give her, but like it's coming, but
It's on its way here.
it's coming.
Yeah.
No one else.
I did that last year. I bought something with plenty of time, and then I forget what the timing was, but it was one of the weird, like it might have been the tariff deal had just happened, or something weird happened, and then it got delayed like 3 weeks.
Ugh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, I happy Mother's Day, babe. Here's confirmation that your stuff's coming.
Well,
It'll
I
be
think
here.
that's going to be my Sunday.
It'll be here soon.
Unfortunately.
So
But
no, she really the biggest thing she says she wants every year. She started a tradition with one of our friends, and those two, the two girls, they go golfing, and so they get up not like super early, but they have like I don't know, I think it's like an 8 o'clock tea time or something like that. She's like, I want to go do something for myself, you know. Whereas like I feel like a lot of moms feel pressured, like I have to be home with my kids, I have to do something with my kids, and you know, and it's in Father's Day, it's the opposite. Like dads get to go play golf and do whatever the hell they want, and I'm like, I've always told her the same thing. I'm like, it's your day. You do whatever the hell you want. Don't worry about what other people think. It doesn't not gonna bother me.
Yeah.
What they say or think.
Well, and I think
So,
even to that exact point, I feel that, and I'm not speaking from experience or anything, but I feel like Mother's Day, Father's Day, there's like this almost like this guilt factor. Like, oh, it's Mother's Day, you need to be home with your kids, or B, you need to be with your mom, you know, if they're still alive, or you know, Father's Day. Oh, I need to be with my father because it's his Father's Day, but it's also your Father's Day. But I also want to be, you know what I mean? It's like this guilty dynamic when it comes to those type of holidays.
Right. Especially when you start having your own family.
Correct.
Right. Like before that, it's not as complicated. But
well, and I tell you what, before I had kids, Mother's Day was always a really hard day for me. My mom passed away very unexpectedly when I was 23 from a brain aneurysm. And I had lunch with her on a Monday and Tuesday morning. She was gone.
That's rough. Man.
And so ever since then, Mother's Day was like just a hard day. It was just a very hard day for me. Even when I met my wife, she knew it was a hard day. Her family would always be like, hey, we're thinking about you today. And like, it was just tough. But I will say, when you have kids, and like that changes the dynamic a little bit, and it's not nearly as hard as it once was for me.
Right.
But moms have that. Moms are amazing. I mean, I tell my wife this all the time. She's a stay-at-home mom. You couldn't pay me what I make for a living to do what she does. I would be insane.
That's so funny because my wife and I have that talk all the time about how
I don't know how my wife does it. She was a teacher just like your wife.
Yeah.
And after we had our second child, she's like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm like, I think that's a bad idea. Not because you're making a great money or anything like that, but I just don't know if you're going to like it. She loves it. And she is the best mom I have ever seen in my life. Like
awesome.
Her kids are her priority. When they're not in school, she's trying to find things for them to do, whether it's going to a play place or whether it's taking them to a park, or she loves it. And I'm glad she loves it and our kids love it, but there's no way you could pay me. I mean, you could double my salary and I still wouldn't do it.
It's funny because like, so Lindsay's like that in the summer, obviously, right? Like she has the kids all the time in the summer. And I'm off on Wednesdays. Like we still try to go get like our date together, which is to go play golf. We play golf every Wednesday together. So like we take the kids to a sitter and we go do our thing. So we'll do that every Wednesday, but you know, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, pretty much every Saturday, because I'm working as well on Saturday. She's, you know, organizing stuff for the kids and doing things for the kids. And by the end of the summer, she's like, I'm done. I'm done organizing things. I'm done planning things. I'm done trying to entertain them every day, all day. So yeah, dude, like, yeah, it's definitely a different beast, as is like a working mom. Like during the school year, and especially like owning businesses, like there's some things that like I can't not do. You know, like I have, hey, sorry, like you're gonna have to pick up my slack here. I can't do this today, or I can't be here. So like sometimes it puts a lot on her during the school year, and that's rough too. Yeah. You know? But man, yeah, she I don't know. Like, obviously, my life is stressful in a different way, in different manners, and other things that I have to worry about that she doesn't. And there's a lot of things that she has to worry about that I don't in that same instance. So yeah, I'm super thankful that she is awesome with all that and holds it together and locks our house down. And yeah, she manages to somehow keep an OCD clean house all the time.
Mine too. I don't. Yeah, my wife is. I don't know how she does it. And when we first had kids, it was like, I get home from work. Well, and now I mainly work from home, but I still go in the office here and there. I get home from work and like I want to like hang out with her and I want to like do something romantic. And she's like, "Don't touch me. Get away from me. I've been touched all day by kids. Like, leave me alone." And I'm like, "What? Wait!" And it took me a while to understand, like, because then I was staying with the kids, and I'm like, she get home, and like, "Don't touch me, don't look at me, don't talk to me, leave me alone."
She's been overstimulated all day. You've been understimulated all day, and you're like, yeah.
And I tell you what, for couples like that are just recently married, just have kids, it's a change.
Oh, for sure,
it's a change.
Yeah, I had to learn the same thing. Lindsay's the same way because she teaches PE to a bunch of kindergarten through fifth graders, and so they're like tugging on our clothes and poking her and Miss Grillo, Miss Grillo, Miss Grillo, and so like. She gets home sometimes and the kids, go on their thing like, mom, and she's like, "I'm going in the bedroom, closing the door for like 5 minutes." Like, leave me alone, don't talk to me. I totally understand that. So yeah, it's a very different thing. Like, of course, I talk to people all day, but I don't get to talk to my wife. So yeah, it's a very different thing when we get home.
And you're in a little bit of a similar role that I am, in the standpoint of like, yes, you own a business, and you're not necessarily a salesperson, but like if somebody comes in, you're trying to make sure that they're happy and their customer service is great and you're selling them on whatever they're interested in buying.
100%.
I'm a little bit harder than standpoint. Nobody wants to buy from me. I got to convince them to buy from me, right? Like I don't have great meat for them to buy. I have like software that they do and HR stuff that they really don't even care about, but they have to spend it, right? And so sometimes I get home and I'm like, I'm tired of being faked. Like I don't want to have to put it on anymore.
Yeah.
Like, right. Like during the day, sometimes I'm like faking happy. I'm faking that I'm like you and I really can't stand you, but you need to buy for me. Right. Like, and so sometimes I'm get home like, I'm just angry. And she's like, "Why are you so angry?" I'm like, "I've been faking it all day long. I don't want to fake it no more."
And so I learned this a long time ago in the training industry, the personal training. No one cares how bad of a day you had.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
You might think that they do. Like I had some clients who I had for 2-3 years, and you would think, at that point in time, like you're close to them, a lot about them, maybe you can divulge stuff about you. Nope, they still don't. They don't want to hear it. Yeah. They're there for them. They're paying you for them. No one wants to hear it. But it's the same deal, and this stuff. Like no one next door. If they come in to buy meat, they don't care if I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna,
and they probably don't even know or care.
Right.
They're there to buy meat.
Yeah. So yeah. Maybe they do care. I don't know, but I'm still not gonna tell them.
I care, dude. I care.
Thanks, buddy.
Here's to the care.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we got about 7 minutes left here.
Ooh, that fucking flew by.
I know, dude. I know.
We got to talk about this trademark shenanigans.
Yes. So I was telling Mike, I guess it was a couple days ago. If you didn't know, we forgot to run the commercial again. But that's okay.
We did. We're short on time.
We're short on time. I have this brand that I have created called Fairway Fathers, and it's a faith-forward golf apparel brand. And I was talking to a buddy of mine a couple nights ago. Like he's like, "I feel like you're lecturing me in your Facebook videos." And I'm like, "Well, that's not what it's supposed to be, buddy. I mean, I'm just stating facts, really." And the whole brand is about showing up for your children mainly and putting your faith at the forefront of it.
That's, being present.
Yeah. And it dawned on me this week that I was like, oh, this brand is more important to me because it's making me be a better dad and a better Christian, right? If I'm going to be the owner of this company, I got to also be living it, right?
Sure.
So I was like, I think I need to trademark this. And that took me down a rabbit hole, man. And I will tell you what, like the first website I went to was going to cost me like $2,000 to trademark the logo, then another $2,000 to trademark the company name, then it was another $2,000 if I wanted to trademark our tagline, which is built for the long game. I'm like, $6,000 when I've sold like 2 hats and a polo? There's no way, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, how do other companies do this? And so I was joking with you earlier, like I went down another rabbit hole this morning. Like you can do it on your own without an attorney, but the form, I had to literally sit in front of my computer today, upload pictures of my driver's license, and then get on camera so this software could make sure I was legitimately real and scan my face and my surrounding to make sure it matched my driver's license. And this is all through the United States government website, like the trademark website. And then you have to fill all these forms. You have to upload logos. And you got to then you got to upload a product and make sure that the logo matches the I mean, it's a process. Now I know why people pay $2,000.
So you don't
But
stick with it.
$350 versus $2,000.
Especially when you're just starting it off, right?
Yeah, I was like, well, I guess I'll start with the logo at $350, and if it goes somewhere, then we'll worry about the rest of it. Because
if someone else steals my tagline,
exactly,
then
I'll create another one, right? But it's insane to me. I never have been down this whole trademarking path ever in my life. I have never really had a reason to. But there's certain rules and regulations about what you can trademark. Like you can't just trademark a word, right? Like I can't trademark golf, right? But you can trademark a phrase that the word golf is in, as long as that phrase hasn't been trademarked. Just like Nike. Think of Nike. What's Nike's slogan?
Just do it.
Just do it, right? You can't. I couldn't just put "just do it" on my polos.
Right.
That's a trademark infringement. But I could put. Well, I don't know if I could do this, but I could probably put "do it," right, or something in the similar vicinity. But you just can't copy it. And the other thing that's crazy about it is it's the font. Like when I tell you it's down to like the nitty gritty detail, it's the font. They asked me today when I was like filling out this form, do I want to trademark my color? I'm like, you mean forest green? I mean, I feel like that's a crayon.
So is it like the whole combined thing? You know what I'm saying? Like if you trademark "built for the long game" in X font in forest green,
I could trademark.
Then what if I do "built for the long game" in a different
as
font,
long as your font and colors differently,
in white?
You could do it.
That's weird.
I agree. Well, at least
Then
that's
like
the way
you
I
almost get to
understand
the
it.
point of like, what the hell's
Well, and not only that, like, but through the process, you have to like search.
maybe your logo, I could understand.
You have to like search this database to make sure that like Fairway Fathers is another brand. Well, it is another brand. There's one in California. So I had to change my name just slightly from Fairway Fathers to Fairway Fathers Co.
Right.
Just so I could get beyond that. But I can still advertise as just Fairway Fathers. I don't have to have the Co. But since my legal name is Fairway Fathers Co., I'm okay. Like it is the strangest world. And to your point, you could even like Fairway Fathers Co. If I don't have a period after the Co., you could have Fairway Fathers Co. without a period. But since I have a period, it's different.
It's
at least this is my understanding of it. If you're a lawyer watching and I'm wrong, please, I will give you some advertisement to help me because it's a world like I've never it's insane. And now I understand why there's these websites like LegalZoom and Trademark Engine that you pay them $1,500 and they just do it all for you, because literally it's down to the font, the color, the logo, your tagline, your company name. Like it's all different. I mean, it's an interesting world.
Well, if we ever get to a point where any of our stuff ever takes off to a point where we have to franchise it, then the trademark becomes more important.
I think I'm going to go down the route of just my logo, because there's a lot of logos that are out there that are similar, and not by like I didn't do it on purpose, right? But like I've been paying for some Facebook ads, and I had a guy like comment on one of my Facebook posts or ads that was like, that looks like the old Fallen skateboard brand logo. And I'm like, what? Skateboard brand logo? So I looked it up. I looked it up and I was like, well, I mean, I can see where he's coming from.
Kind of, but not really.
But not really. And then like somebody posted like the old Van Halen logo. I was like, what? It's not even there's a cross in the middle of my logo. Like,
because the outskirts are like a V.
Yes. Correct. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting.
There's only so many logos in the planet, like can't.
There's a lot of people on Fiverr making a lot of money.
That's true.
I don't know.
That is true.
Which is where mine was made from. So, well, as we round this episode out, I've got to say the Barrel King pick is pretty darn good.
I would agree with you.
Pretty good. And then
I'm excited for it,
The
man.
KO pick, that's not a bad bottle either.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think that one was, I want to say it was under 100. I think it was $79.99 when we had it. So it's pretty good for its price. But yeah, BK should be out, I think, next week.
Next week.
We'll get it and we'll drop it. I'm hoping midweek sometime. So if you're listening, BK fan, stay tuned to Facebook. We'll post it on there. Facebook, Instagram. It'll be out there. We'll probably do like a 2 or 3 bottle limit the first week, so everyone gets their fair share. You know, we've had some people come in the past and buy like a case of something, which is great. You know, like, hey, I love that you love it just as much as I do.
I was going to say,
but I also like to have a lot of people get to experience really good bourbon.
Well, and if you're cooking for Mother's Day next week, don't forget to come to Grillo's and get your meat.
We'll have a whole mess of fillets cut. That's the hot ticket for Mother's Day, man.
Better.
The best fillets around.
100% hands down. Hands down. And ribeyes, by the way. If you've not had their ribeyes, the marbling on the ribeyes, unfreaking amazing.
You want to hear a short funny thing here. So of course we keep like numbers on all of our stuff, how much we sell. Every Mother's Day it's been fillets. Last Mother's Day, we sold more ribeyes than fillets. I don't know what the hell happened. It was like, it didn't like flip flop, but it was relatively close. So I don't know, man. We'll see.
I feel like, and then maybe this is just my opinion, so it means absolutely nothing to anybody. I feel like when you think about like fillet, like, yeah, it's a fillet. Like, it's a fillet. And yes, yours are amazing. Don't get me wrong on that. But there's something about the marbling in a ribeye. If it's got good marbling, the flavor profile that it can give you, it can be drastically different than a bad ribeye.
I mean, there's just like buttery, delicious.
Correct.
Yeah.
But a bad fillet versus a good fillet, yes, there's a difference. But I don't know if it's as drastic as ribeye.
That's fair.
That's just my opinion.
That's fair. Unless you get dairy cow fillets, and then there's a drastic difference.
Yeah, I didn't even.
Which
I'm not going to McDonald's for a fillet.
Well, there's some meat markets that do that, which is fine.
Yeah, that's their prerogative. That's in their flywheel.
Whatever they want to do.
If everybody knows what I'm talking
we're
about,
not. We're not going to change.
Book, good to great.
We're not going to change the product we carry.
Nor should you.
So,
now that you still got the Mexican
street corn.
Oh,
it's good.
So good.
Yeah, Mama Grillo, man, cranking the sides out next door.
Twice baked potatoes. We had those last weekend. Unbelievable.
It was funny. We just had a new person in the other day, and they were like, "So who?" It was me and my mom over there. And they're like, "So who owns it?" And I was like, "I do." My mom retired, and so I gave her a job. She retired. So yeah, at first it wasn't, it was more along the lines of like it was just me by myself working over there literally 7 days a week.
But shout out to your mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama Grillo.
I mean,
she'll get a post on the Instagram and
yeah, but also just how cool is it to work with your mom?
It's cool. It's awesome, dude. It really is.
I wish I got to work with my mom.
God, I'm like, I'm so thankful that like that's something that she wanted to do.
100%.
So yeah, it's cool. But man, she's a saint with how much she puts time to our sides. As we make all the sides there. And it's like we have a massive industrial kitchen. So it's done small, batch by batch. And which I guess the good news on that is like the quality control is better, because you're not making we're not making 100-pound batch of Mexican street corn.
Correct. Yeah.
It's like a 5-pound batch, 6-pound batch at a time. So.
I just went through a whole can, whatever you call it.
Yeah, container.
Finished it last Saturday.
Yep, it's killer, man.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Your pasta salad is also awesome as well.
But yeah, man, if you're y'all out there need to treat mom right, cook for her. Don't forget the damn sides.
Yes,
I literally did this last night. My wife's like, I want smash burgers, so I made smash burgers. She's on the way home from taking my daughter to soccer practice, so I'm cooking the burgers so they'll be ready right when she walks in the door. Get them all ready, plate them up, and I'm like, fuck. forgot a side. Literally, it's like every dude ever. Like, what are you cooking? Meat. What else do you need? I don't know. There's nothing else. There was bread. That's a side.
Hey, put a little. Hey, I'll tell you what. Did we talk about this 2 weeks ago? The 3 silos, balsamic. Did we talk about this?
We didn't. No, we should. We'll talk about that in 2 weeks, though.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
it because I tell you
yeah.
what, that shit is unbelievable.
That's
And I
another
have like been
rabbit hole.
telling my
Yeah,
in-laws and my brother-in-law and sister, I'm like, you got to go to Grillo's. You got to get the. I mean, so
Yeah.
you have bread, you have that, you're good.
balsamic vinegar, olive oil from them. It's great. You can up your steak up a lot with those two. But yeah, man,
Well, we'll talk
come
about
get,
that
come
in
get
2
your
weeks.
stuff. Come get your stuff. Mother's Day, treat her right. Yeah.
And just a shout out and thank you to our moms that are out
All
there.
moms out there.
We appreciate all you do for us crazy men. And we appreciate the people watching this episode, and we'll rewatch this episode. Special shout out to our sponsors, Grillo's Shop and Barrel, Birdies and Barrels Golf Lounge, and Fairway Fathers. We appreciate you guys watching and just having a good time with us. That's what this is all about.
It is, man. Yep.
So,
We did it too. Had a good time again.
Yep. See you guys in 2 weeks.